Welcome everyone to Hanani with Amy. I'm Amy and I'm so excited to be with you today for our flow. We are going to integrate the Torah wisdom that we received on Shavuot. We had this huge download, this downpouring of Torah wisdom for the whole year. But how do we begin to unpack it? How do we begin to make it our own, step by step? The sense of the month of Sivan is walking. And so we are going to integrate Torah wisdom by walking through the wilderness today. And we may find uncomfortable transitions, uncertainties, and have to rely on trust and faith as we integrate Torah. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat. We'll close the eyes or gently gaze down, connecting with your breath, breathing in and breathing out. And this idea of walking is really just motion. It's movement. And you can begin to connect with this idea by letting the breath move through you. Letting the inhale fill the chest as you lift up. And exhale as the breath moves through you, releasing. Take a few more breaths like this. Just feeling how the breath is movement in your body. And then we'll gently open the eyes. And we'll begin to integrate the Torah wisdom by reaching the arms out and up as if you were drawing it down through the heart and center line as you exhale. Let this feel very meditative. Just an act of opening up and drawing down the wisdom through the body. Almost like the breath is letting the arms float up and allowing you to bring them down. And pick a piece of Torah, some insight or wisdom that you connected with on Shavuot, or something that you hope to bring down this year. And imagine that you're integrating it through the body as we move like this. And you can connect to this wisdom throughout the flow today, or different aspects of Torah. But just see how you can become the Torah as you breathe like this. You can become the wisdom. We'll do that one more time, reaching up. Exhale through the heart center. We'll place the palms down beside us, rooting down through the sitting bones, and imagining that your sitting bones had feet. We'll bring this concept of walking into this movement by just reaching through our feet, our sitting bones, into the earth. Reaching the right fingertips out as the left fingertips reach out and over for a side bend. Creating space in the side body for Torah wisdom. Breathing between each rib, creating expansiveness to integrate. What will you do with this wisdom? Switching sides as you reach the right arm out and up, rooting through your sitting bones, feeling the feet of the sitting bones rooting down. Breathing into any tight places where you're holding tension. Letting it go so you can create more space to integrate. And breathing through the side body, reaching through the sitting bones, the feet of the sitting bones. One more breath like this. And we'll come back through center, coming to all fours. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. And we'll step the right leg forward, lowering the hips down. And taking a breath here. As you open up to uncertainty in the wilderness. The Torah doesn't land in us with the most clear path. Sometimes you have to navigate it. Identify the transitions that you need to make in your own life to begin to integrate this wisdom, to make it your own. We'll bring the left toes towards the side of the mat, walking the hands forward as we come up into a modified warrior two. Right knee over right ankle, reaching the arms out, beginning to lean into the right leg. Feeling this idea of moving forward. With trust, not knowing what the path might look like, but trusting in the process. The element in the month of Sivan is wind. So imagine that the wind allows you to sweep the right arm over as you come into a side bend. Taking a moment here as you root through the left fingertips, right arm reaching overhead, creating an arc from the right foot all the way to the right fingertips. And we're going to move back and forth like this a few times. Just notice how it feels to allow yourself to transition this way from the warrior two into a side bend. Maybe there's a little trepidation, a little fear of not knowing where you might land, but trusting in the process and exploring it. If it doesn't feel good, make any adjustments along the way. Perhaps as you lean forward, you decide you want to feel out the mat a little bit more, coming into the side bend. And each time you do this, you are integrating. You are processing through movement, wisdom of the Torah. We'll come back to our warrior two, hips, hands facing forward, coming to all fours for child's pose, walking the knees out, big toes touch, reaching the hips back as you walk the hands forward, coming into silence, allowing the forehead to move towards the earth. Integration requires silence. Looking within, examining yourself. How can I take what I've received and make it a part of me? How can I bring it into the world? Sending the breath through the sides of the body, the back of the body. And then we'll come back onto all fours as we step the left leg forward, lowering the hip down, fingertips down, left knee over left ankle. And see yourself in the wilderness. Just this idea of exploring the unknown, looking for grains of wisdom along the way. We'll take the right toes towards the side of the mat, walking the hands forward and coming up into a modified warrior two. Gazing over the left fingertips acknowledging the strength that it takes to navigate uncertainty as you lean forward into the left leg, stretching through the inner thigh. We'll do that a few times, just feeling this motion of moving forward. Sometimes we get stuck where we are. It's hard for us to change our path, our patterns, but you can let the wind help you as you lengthen the left leg, left arm overhead, coming into a side bend, rooting through the left foot, left fingertips reaching towards the earth, creating an arc to receive wisdom, to integrate wisdom, breathing through the space between each rib, allowing expansiveness through the side body as you integrate. And then we'll come up, moving forward and back between these two poses, your warrior two to your side bend, letting the wind move you, and just seeing if you can find a lightness in changing your patterns. Maybe starting something new. Perhaps your insight was taking a course on using some topic of Jewish wisdom that you haven't learned before. Maybe it was being a part of your community at the temple or synagogue. But just think about how you can begin to let the wind move you into a new pattern of learning Torah, of integrating Torah. We'll come back up, facing the front of the mat, coming to all fours, tucking the toes, reaching the hips up and back into down dog. Taking a few breaths here as you connect with the earth, letting the feet walk through the wilderness. Where do you want to walk to? What are your dreams, your goals, and how can you bring the light of Torah into them? Breathing in and breathing out. And we'll walk to the top of the mat, releasing the head down, letting anything go that is keeping you from moving forward, from walking in the ways of the Torah. Releasing it on the mat, tucking the tailbone as you rise up to standing, rooting through the feet, palms forward, pulling the shoulder blades together as you create space through the heart, feeling inspired by love, kindness, compassion as you navigate the path forward. We'll place our hands on our waist as we step the left leg back into a crescent pose, finding a strong foundation. Right knee bends over the right ankle, lengthening through the back leg, hugging the inner thighs together as you lift up through the low belly, tailbone reaching down. And let's bring back our arms to integrate, sweeping the arms out and up. Exhale through the heart center. This meditation of integrating as the arms come through the heart, reaching up, and exhale through heart center. What will you do with this Torah wisdom? How can you make it your own? We'll pivot the back foot parallel with the back of the mat, coming into warrior two. Gazing over the right fingertips, right knee over right ankle, rooting through the earth, seeing yourself moving forward, navigating transitions and uncertainty with trust, with emunah, with faith. And because uncertainty usually involves a little bit of exploring the unknown, we are going to move into a half moon, which challenges our balance. And so if you want to grab a block or a chair, please do so. But if you fall out of it, just know that's part of the path. We don't just receive the Torah and it's done. We have to work hard to make it something, to make it our own, to bring it forth in a meaningful way. And that may require hard work. It may test our balance, and we may fall. But we'll practice on the mat how we can keep coming back to trust. Inhale, begin to walk the back leg forward. And if you have a block, go ahead and reach for the block as you come into your half moon, lifting the back leg up. Reaching through the left fingertips. Rooting down through the floor of the block, stamping the back of the mat. Can you breathe through the uncertainty as you navigate the wilderness? We'll let the left leg meet the right, folding down towards the mat, forward fold, palms on the mat or on a block. Maybe swaying back and forth in the wind. Letting go of any doubt in this process of integration. You can bend the knees more if you want to drape the body over the thighs. Just imagine the wind is blowing as you release whatever keeps you from moving forward. Tucking the tailbone as you rise back up to standing. Palms forward, rooting through the feet. Shoulders down the back. Connecting with your heart. How can I bring this Torah wisdom forward with love, with compassion, with kindness? How can I change the world with my own actions? We'll place the palms on our waist, stepping the right leg back, finding a strong foundation, bending through the left knee over left ankle, rooting through the back leg, hugging the hips in as you fire up through the core. Feeling strong and secure as you reach the arms out and up on an inhale. Exhale, feeling the breath of integration move through your body. 2 more times like this, arms reach out and up. Exhale through the heart. Last time, big inhale, sweeping the arms up, and exhale as you draw them through your center. Opening up to warrior two on the next breath. Left knee over left ankle, rooting and reaching through the right leg. Finding strength as you ignite the inner thighs. Gazing over the left fingertips. Coming back to that piece of Torah wisdom that you started class with. Seeing yourself walking forward in a path that brings you closer to making it part of you. And then we'll walk the back leg in as much as you want for a strong base and reach for the block coming into half moon. Lifting the right leg up, stamping the back wall, right fingertips lifting up, fighting any uncertainty, breathing through it. And then lower the right leg to meet the left. Head reaching down. Letting go. Letting something go. Whatever doubt you might have about what you're capable of. Whatever fear that you might feel in making changes in your life. Leave it on the mat today. We'll take one more breath here, and then we'll walk back onto the mat to all fours as we swing the legs around for a forward fold, reaching the legs forward, soft bend in the knee, palms by your side, and let's come back to those sitting bones. Our feet. Notice how it feels different in this pose if you think of the sitting bones as feet. Rooting down into the earth, pulling up through the belly, shoulder blades reaching together. Thinking about where in your life you're holding back. Is it making time in your life to integrate Torah? Is it finding a community that supports it? Whatever it may be, see yourself moving towards that as you reach the arms out and up, continuing to root through the sitting bones, walking the hands forward as much as you're able to, keeping length in the spine. And then you can walk the hands forward, letting them become part of this movement. You can keep them by the shins or on the ankles, flexing through the feet, and just gaze at the feet. Where can they take you this year? Can you see yourself moving forward with the insights that you have gleaned through Shavuot? Sending the breath down the legs into the low back. And then we'll rise back up, coming down onto the mat. Rooting through the feet as you bend the knees. Arms by your side. Reaching the feet down into the earth. Inhale as you begin to curl the tailbone. And then exhale as you lift up into a bridge pose. And feel the palms, feel the feet on the earth. Reaching now for the hands as you interlace the fingers, beginning to open up the heart and sending the heart forward, letting it be your guiding light as you navigate your journey through Torah wisdom. Taking one more breath here, letting your heart illuminate the room. And gently roll back down. You can move the palms slightly to the side, guiding the knees to the right, spinal stretch. And then coming back through center as they move to the left. And sending the breath along the way. You can continue to move back and forth like this, to any places where you're holding tension, resistance, letting the breath dissipate it. We have the ability to become a strong vessel when we release anywhere where we're gripping or holding, allowing more space for integration. We'll come back through center, giving yourself a big hug as the knees come in. Maybe swaying back and forth, feeling the wind move through you. Lengthening out the legs, palms up, arms beside you. And surrender into the earth. Letting it hold you. And taking a few deep breaths. And with each breath, feel this integration of Torah into your cells, into your tissues, your muscles, the bones, feeling saturated in this Torah wisdom that you have integrated as it becomes part of you. Taking one more deep breath here. And on your own time, gently roll to the side. Coming back to seated, palms together. I wish you a beautiful week of walking in the wisdom of your Torah, of making it your own, and of bringing it forth. Thank you so much for joining.